People are just now finding out that you are literally always 10 steps ahead. Like, your level of planning is truly uncanny, and it is the reason why people have become wary of you. They know you're not to be played with. They know that if they are sneaky towards you, you're about to be so sneaky that you're John Cena invisible. They'll never, ever see it coming, collective. They never see it coming. We have the Hermit here. You give the popular loner archetype, you give the person that people get obsessed with, but know nothing about because they're too afraid to come and talk to you. Like they see, I don't know, whatever you're doing, people literally want to copy it. You make doing something look so damn good that people like, and it's something, I don't know what it is for you, but it's probably something you got made fun of as a kid for, right? But because you had such a strength of character, you never discarded that part of yourself. I feel like you just kept it to yourself. But now it's like because you fully embrace and embody everything that you are, including your past experience. Like the name of the word is integration with you. And it's like you are seriously glowing in a way that people don't really know how to take, especially from you. And look, we get the Empress on the split. The Hermit and the Empress, like what a beautiful energy, you know? It's very earthy. Virgo, Taurus, Venusian, it's sensual, it is natural. There's something very natural about you. And I'm not talking in terms of appearance necessarily or like features on your face or your body, but it's like an energy you give off. It's very salt of the earth. It's very much, I don't know, I'm just getting somebody who's very stable, has an exemplary like strength and personality to them. Like you got people, I'll tell you exactly what you got people wondering. They want to know if you got hoes. Do you? I feel like you do. I don't even think this is a bad thing. I don't, there's something very appropriate about it. And I saw that the devil. The devil, you're not out there. It's not a roster in the bad way, but what it is there's something about you that got people hooked. With the devil here and the Empress, this is a level of allure that is borderline criminal. I'm getting two songs. The first song was like SMH by Jay Steffens, which is literally so many hoes. Um, and then the other song, I'm gonna put it later because I'm blanking on it, of course. I'm blanking on it, but it's another baddie song, like you know. Oof. You know, you're the type of person like I was calling you that earthy vibe, like a entrepreneurial spirit, but a real one. Not not the one that just tells everybody they're an entrepreneur so they don't have to say they're unemployed. You are one of those who will take a risk on themselves and it pays off for you, but it's like the likelihood of it not paying off is also there. And this level of confidence, this level of assuredness, it's like absolute. The way that you walk in knowing that things are going to get done, not only because you put in the effort to get them done, but I feel like you're backed by God, you're backed by the universe. There's something very much pure, sacred about the way that you're operating on this floating rock. Like, I don't know. Like I feel like this planet needs somebody like you, especially now where superficial, shallow is the default. You know, surface level, not wanting to get too involved. It's giving me a bystander effect, kind of like sitting in the passenger seat of your own life. You are showing everybody that no, like you're in the fast lane and not because you're going to die early. You're in the fast lane because you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And I'm just getting like a whole expanse just in front of you because you got around traffic. You got through the traffic mob. You found the person causing it and you passed them up. And now it's like I'm getting home free. You have home free energy. Look, we have the Page of Pentacles. People feel like you're always stumbling upon your next new venture. When something closes for you, even if it's messy, even if it doesn't close, it blows up, you will, just like the sun will rise in the morning, will be on to the next best thing, right? I've had a lot of messages about you being a completionist, but this is more like you seek mastery in the stuff that you actually like. If you don't really like something, I feel like you're not going to put any effort into it even if your brain wants to. I feel like that it's almost like that's your little thing. Your Achilles heel is like you have to like it. You have to love it to be good at it. But God, when you love it, you are masterful at what you do. You know, the Page of Pentacles is the student of life. It's the student um, who, no matter how much they learn, are always willing to learn something new. You kind of like shred the you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You show people that there's nothing set in stone if you don't want it to be. If you want to learn something new, you can learn something new. Just because you grew up doing one thing doesn't mean you can't be proficient in another. And I feel like you're giving me a multi tool. You're not a jack of all trades, because a jack of all trades is somebody that can do something good but not great. But they can do everything good, just not great. You can do things great. Can you do everything great? No, but that's not why you're here. You're not here to be one that masters all things. You're here to be the one that masters specific soul gifts for you that will take you to the pinnacle of who you are. You don't need to be good at everything. You don't want to be good at everything. It's you want to master what you're here to master, and that you're seeing this because you are, and other people see it. They've seen every stumble and every fall in the moment as failure. In hindsight, they see it as you experimenting. I feel like that you are throwing shots in the dark. Sometimes there's stuff in life where it's a catch 22, and to become it, you have to know it, but to know it, you have to become it. And it's giving me that you're the type of person who can throw darts in the dark or slime, but I don't know, whatever you're fucking throwing at that wall that where you're blindfolded, you can't see. It's like you know and trust yourself so much that you know eventually, because of probability and the laws of the universe, you will hit your mark. You will hit your mark. And the thing is about you, as you gather data, you're analytical. You are analytical as hell. With the Page of Pentacles, and it doesn't come across this way. Like the Page of Pentacles seems green, but you're anything but. I feel like you're constantly gathering data, organizing it in your insane mind, and then coming up with just ways that you can improve upon something that you can't even see yet. And people find you to be so mesmerizing because of this ability of yours. And lo and behold, you've hit the mark. You've hit your bullseye. You've proved it to yourself and other people. We have the Five of Cups here. Now, the Five of Cups is about crying over spilt milk. And I was just talking, people have seen you stumble, people have seen you fall, and people have thought in their own minds, and this is a flaw of like, oh, couldn't be me. If you're not willing to fail, you'll never succeed. If you are so consumed by your ego that you cannot fail at something so that you can improve on something, you're lost. You're lost. People see that you take it on the fucking chin. Your ego does not control you. Your emotions don't control you. You address them, recognize it for what it was, and get the fuck pushing. Look, we have the Two Cups in the back with the Five of Cups, and this is why it's a good card. You have never lost the core of who you are, no matter how times you've stumbled, because failure is not failure in the sense of an ending. And you're showing that. You are proving it beyond a shadow of a doubt for people. And then, funny enough, now we have strength. You've gotten strength a lot in my past few readings. Like, you seriously have gotten a handle on yourself. Here, I was just talking about being able to step aside from your ego. That's what strength is about. Strength is also about control over the Freudian id. The id is the part of the mind, the subconscious, that desires, is never satiated. It's the embodiment of what a baby is. And it might sound like, what? But why does a baby represent the id? Because the baby is only concerned with its own needs because it needs to survive. right? So it's like they have to do the most. They have to cry because they can't communicate. It's a whole thing, right? So it's like your id does not rule you. People are ruled by their id because they're a rule or a slave to their impulses. And that's essentially what it is. And it brings us back to your Venusian energy. Venusian energy is about impulse, it's about primal creative drive, it's about the fundamental forces of nature. Uh, I just got sex and magic. It's a lot of stuff. It's very colorful, right? But the thing is Venus taps into the primal part of who you are, the id in some cases, but it's like you have a boundary where you know where you need to pull back from granting your every wish or indulging in every impulse. And this is something that may sound so simple with strength here. It may sound so simple, but it's not. It's not. It's like controlling your subconscious mind. People underestimate, and the ego, people underestimate what that actually looks like. People think that you're fighting a voice in your head, you're fighting a thought, you're fighting your emotions. That's why the ego is so powerful. The ego can completely override your decision making because it releases physical chemicals in your mind to make you feel what the ego is feeling or wants to feel, or however it's perceiving something. So when it perceives failure, it's the worst thing in the world. It's a direct threat to the need and the survival of the ego, until you realize that you're not an ego. You're higher than that. You're above that. And now you've tamed the beast, collective. And the beast is working double time for you. The beast is working up a damn storm to get your will done because you've tamed it, you've integrated it. You are next level. So look, we got the lovers. This is that wholeness I'm talking about. This is the union between these different parts of yourself. This is where you're at right now, and I feel like you're so used to this that you don't even recognize like the level that you're at. The level that you're at is it's just something that people never saw coming from you. You came from, and this is exactly why you're like this. You came from, it's like, it's almost like you needed these people to count you out. You needed them to exclude you because if not, you would be, I don't know, twiddling your thumbs with Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there, right? Like there's something like God loved you way too much to see any of your potential squandered, and what looked like as tower moments were actually your saving grace. And now with the lovers here, I feel like you're coming to this realization of wholeness. You're realizing that, hey, all those relations, and I'm getting specifically relationships with you that fell apart, was a blessing. It was a blessing. It's honestly, I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to be very honest with you. It's the very best thing that's ever happened in your spiritual path is, and this isn't for everybody, right? But if it's like if you had to go through that dark night of the soul where you had to come to terms with that you were surrounded by snakes and that you had to mow the grass, and it's like you did it though. You did it, and you came into this place where people are just wondering like, how did you even get here? I feel like people have tried to manipulate you. People try to sway you in every single way, and they fail every time. Even when they think they win, they fail. You are a catch 22 in and of yourself. If I'm being completely honest, you are a paradox. You know, I call you an anomaly or a Lovecraftian being all the time, and it's because it's how you operate. You operate in a way that just doesn't make sense to people. And it's like, yes, in the neurotypical, neurodivergent, because I feel like a lot of y'all are. And it's like you take this to its most beautiful conclusion, which is art. It is a full expression of authenticity. Oh my gosh, I almost fell. Anyway, people fall for you. Anyway, we're not gonna, let me not be cheesy, but it's basically like you are seriously doing it in a way that is not seen normally. The way you are is not normal. The way you are is something that people feel like they've read about but would never see in reality. You have death here. I'm going to tell you what death gave me immediately when I saw it. Lord, I've seen what you've done for others. Can you please do it for me? When people look at you, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. You are literally people's, I've seen what you've done for others. That's how you're coming across right now. And I got kind of chills from that. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's like, yeah, people see God's hand all over your life to the point where it's as if he graffitied his name on something, embroidered it, superimposed it, bedazzled it over your life, touched your life. You know, we have justice here. I feel like so much is balancing out for you right now. So much trials and tribulation that you've had to go over, specifically in the decade of 2020, like the past 6 years. I feel like you have been like grinding isn't the word, collective, like transcending is. Transcending is. And people are always, they're just flabbergasted as usual by you. As usual.